Right, we're back, and today I'm going to do a full day of eating for you. So I'm currently on 5,000 calories as a veggie and on over 300 grams of protein. So I'll take you through how I'm hitting that as well. But yeah, today's a training day. So I like to get 2 meals in before I train. First, I'll have protein porridge. So in this, I've got oats, obviously, flaxseed, peanut butter, protein, my protein, code D Norman for 10% off. And then I've got raspberries and got blueberries too. And then some dark chocolate as well. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm going to have this now whilst watching a YouTube video. It's like one of my guilty pleasures in the morning. I'm currently watching the Seaboom and Chris Williamson podcast. It's a good one if you haven't seen it. And then yeah, I've got declarations of gratification to do. That'll take me 5 minutes, and then client check-ins, and then back for meal 2, which is pre-gym. Right, check-ins are all done. So meal 2 I'll have pre-gym is a vegan protein yogurt bowl. So I'll have this with obviously vegan yogurt. Bit of a game changer for all you vegans and veggies is the Alpro Greek style plain yogurt. So in this we have per 100 gram is 68 calories and 6 gram of protein. So yeah, a bit of a game changer for all you vegans out there. And I'll have 300 gram of that mixed with 40 gram of vegan protein, white chocolate raspberry flavour. Probably the best one to go for, in my opinion, for porridges and smoothies, yogurts, that kind of stuff. Bit of a tip, mix it with some water with the yogurt too. Looks a bit weird to start with, but yeah, it just helps mix it in better, because with the vegan proteins, they don't mix quite as well as whey protein, so they're a bit more powdery. So yeah, bit of water in and then mix that until it's all mixed in. Then I have 150 gram of berries, I have a banana and 60 gram of granola, and then 10 gram of dark chocolate too. Right, so with this we've got 866 calories, 58 gram of protein, 80 carbs and 29 fat. So 2 quite heavy calorie dense meals to start the day off, but they digest really well for me. And have a look at the presentation on that. Okay, Master Chef. But yeah, so I'll have this, I'll walk the dogs and then get to the gym for pull. Right, pre-workout now. So I've got the Origin from my protein. It's a limited edition one actually, this one. I don't know who the big fella is on the front, but he's picked a good flavour, let me tell you, sour watermelon. So we have 2 scoops of this, which is 300 mg of caffeine. So yeah, you get a good old kick off this one. But yeah, something about just driving to the gym with a pre-workout. Yeah, one of the highlights of the day. Again, probably thinking what a sad life he has, but I enjoy it. And then for intra, it's just the EAA. So it's just essential amino acids and some electrolytes for during the workout. So we're starting with a lat bias row to begin with, so a single arm high row. And then with this, what we're doing, we're thinking about driving that elbow into your hip. What I'm trying to think of when I do this is like wrapping the lat around my spine as I row it in. Boom! So yeah, 3 sets there, 2 sets of 8 to 12 heavy, and then the back off set there, 12 to 15. Just really focusing on getting that lat short while it's fresh. Thinking about just dragging that elbow into your hip, and then everything's primed then ready to go, going into the rest of the session. So 2 lat base bias rows done, upper back row now on the T-bar row. With this, it's kind of the opposite of what we're just doing with the lat bias rows, where
we're trying to get as much stretch across our upper back as possible, so letting them shoulders round at the bottom, and then just driving the elbows as far back as we can on the way up. What I like to do as well, I like to think about driving myself into the pad as opposed to just pulling up with it. So nearly done now. Last exercise, which is D-handle cable curls, and with this, it's a great bicep movement because you get to target in the lengthened range. So what we want to do with this, and what I like to say to my clients as well, is to obviously step forward. You want to get your shoulder into extension, so coming back a bit, and then kind of just like lean into it as well. Like think as if you're like on the bloody Titanic sinking. So lean into it, and then you just want to drive obviously your fists up, but keeping them elbows locked where they are. Right, so session done. Finishing off a protein shake now. So 60 grams vegan protein in here, chocolate flavour this time, chocolate caramel I think actually. But now I'm going to have post-workout, so we're going to have eggs, sourdough, and some cereal too, and some rice cake. So I'll take you through all of that now, how I make it, the secret recipe to the puffy omelettes. So the truth is, there is no secret. I do it in this little omelette machine, what I've had for absolutely ages, and it's filthy, so don't judge me. Literally put them in this for 8 to 10 minutes and they come out like this. That's the old secret. It's basically just a glorified waffle machine, but yeah, it's trusty one. I've had it for years. I don't even know how long it is. It's probably older than me. So here's the finished product. I've just cut it up as well. I'm a baby, I like all my food cut up. But yeah, we've got 3 eggs, 3 full eggs, 100 gram of egg whites, some mushrooms, spring onions, cherry tomatoes, and then 150 gram of sourdough. And the trick is to leave it slightly runny, the eggs, just so you can dunk the sourdough in. Can't beat dunking some bread in some eggs. Right, so part 2 of post-workout. I would usually have Cocoa Pops, but we're out, and the only thing we got in is Crave, which is probably all-time cereal. Challenge me on it. I don't think there's a better one. 175 gram here, so big portion and a big hit of carbs. And then I'll also have some rice cakes too, just to bump the carbs up. I mean, obviously it's not all the most like whole foods what I've had so far, but when calories start getting as high as they are for me now, it is harder to get them in through all whole foods. Yeah, it doesn't get better than them. But I'm gonna have this, have the rice cakes, have a shower, and then I'm gonna walk the dogs, and then it's back for meal 4 or 5, can't remember what it is, lost track, but I'll take you through that when it comes to it. Right, so walk's done, and we're now going to be having, so this meal is basically potatoes, so 400 gram of baby potatoes. I'll do them in the air fryer, make them nice and crispy. And then I normally have something what's called sation with this meal. Sation, it's basically like a type of tofu, but it's a lot higher in protein, and it comes out tasting like chicken, to be honest. Like, you tear it up, it's got the same sort of texture. Do it in the air fryer and it comes out crispy. But Tesco's done me dirty again.
they didn't have any in stock, so they didn't get delivered last night. But yeah, I'll just have this with soya chunks. I've got some soya already cooked, so I'll just have that instead. The soya's pretty good too, so I'll be having 60 gram raw weight. I mean, it's been cooked, so it's not 60 gram. When it's cooked, it's more like 120, 130, but there's 30 grams of protein in that. And they also have 200 grams of egg whites with this meal too. So in the trusty omelette maker again, that comes back into use. Oh yeah, I also have a bowl of fruit with this meal too. I used to have the bowl of fruit in the last meal before bed, but now food's getting higher, and I was finding myself obviously working till late and then having to cram in a load of food. So yeah, I've just added the fruit to this meal instead. Right, so in this meal we've got 817 calories, 126 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fat and 63 grams of protein, so good whack across the board. I'm going to eat this, then I've got some client setups to do, a couple client calls tonight, and then one more meal left for the rest of the day. So I'll catch you in that one. Last meal of the day going in now, so 60 gram raw weight soya, 300 gram basmati rice, and then 80 gram of broccoli. Right, so totals for the day then: 4,989 calories, 320 grams of protein, 677 gram of carb, 111 fats. Now, my coach wants me to be on slightly higher carbs, a bit less protein and less fats, but my carbs and fats differ slightly day to day based on what I'm having. But obviously, being in a gainer phase on this amount of calories, I have a bit more freedom there, but this is typically what a usual day would sort of look like for me. But yeah, weight's starting to slowly climb now. I'm 102, 103 kilos, hovering around that, and I want to get to 105 by the end of the month. But yeah, that's it for this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one.